Hey everybody, Jam Creates here. Today we're doing another comic book review, and I'm focusing right there on that because this book is 99 cents. 99 cents. What is it? ICYMI from Alterna Comics. This one featuring Mr. Crypt. Now, what this is it's a reprint. They have this branding now of ICYMI in case you missed it, and reprinting stuff that were favorites that maybe you missed. They're finished, they're out of print, so they're bringing them back and giving other people a chance to read them. Now, I did not read Mr. Crypt when it first came out. That was before I was really even aware of Alterna Comics, and so I figured I would pop a review out of this and let everybody know about it. It's literally 99 cents, and they say they're focused on, with in case you missed it here, ICYMI, is books mainly for all ages type titles. So this would be a great book to pick up if you've got a kid, especially if you've got a kid that you would like to read comics, or who does like to read comics already, and you want to have something that you know is safe and appropriate for them to read. You've got this one right here. I would definitely say check it out, and it's $1, dude. $1. It would cost you $1, and you can get this for your kid, and they can read it. So this is Mr. Crypt, number 1, by. Let's try always with these names. I don't know what it is about Alterna with some of the names. Troy Vivacis and Alexander Jokic, and Peter Samedi was the editor. So I'm gonna open it up. It was created and written by Troy, and the art is by Alexander. And so basically what this is it's a... Whoa, focus. 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 Thank you. That was kind of funny. So basically what it is it's this skeleton that comes back to life, and he doesn't really know where he is or what's going on or anything like that. And so he just kind of wanders into town, and of course, being a walking skeleton, the angry villagers give chase. Dude, what's with the focus today? Come on. So the angry villagers, of course, give chase. He sneaks into a place, he puts on a disguise, and then, of course, with this brilliant disguise, no one realizes that he is actually the walking, talking skeleton. He calls himself Mr. Crypt because he doesn't remember his name. So there's a little bit of a mystery to it. But mostly what this is it's comedy. This book is all about the comedy. It's a silly book. It's definitely meant for a younger audience. Although, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I definitely laughed a couple of times while reading it. And in truth, if a comic book that is meant to be funny can actually make me laugh a couple of times, I consider that a success. It's funny, it's silly. He constantly keeps losing his disguise and then keeps getting chased by the villagers, like, over and over again. It's actually pretty funny. He finds this little shack to live in, and that's where he meets Baron Rat. Well, he names him Baron Rat. He's this big old rat that was living in the house, and he names him Baron Rat. And it's cute. He has to go get him food. He has to take care of him. He tries to make the house look nicer again. He has to keep finding mustaches because his fake mustaches keep flying off, and every time his mustaches fly off, he gets chased by the angry villagers. Like, over and over. It's a running gag. It's funny. They won't go into the graveyard though to go after him because it creeps them out. So then he and his friend, and by the way, I just wanted to point out, there's an ad in here, which is smart, by the way, to have this in this book. The Mr. Crypt series, the entire mini-series that this is a reprint of, is available as a graphic novel. Alterna does graphic novels, and generally their graphic novels come on glossier paper instead of newsprint. They're a little bit of a nicer quality, I guess, and it's $10 for a graphic novel, and honestly $10 for, I think this was a 4-issue series. That's certainly not a bad asking price. So if you like this one and you're like, oh, I'd love to read the rest of it, well, you can pick up the graphic novel, and then you can read the entire series, have the whole thing for yourself. And then also, interesting thing, Baron Rat has his own book. He got his own little spin-off book, Baron Rat and the Great Cheese Caper, which you can pick up now. It's a normal Alterna priced book. You can see he's being chased by the villagers now. But I would definitely say, like, it's a fun book. And one thing I always see, I see it all the time, people posting from conventions and stuff, like where they're selling, like retailers at conventions who have tables set up are always selling out of Mr. Crypt. The book is always selling out. It's been pretty popular, I would say, for Alterna, and pretty successful. And I think they're doing a new series. I don't know if it's this year or if it's next year. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure they are doing a new series. So I don't want to go through everything. I mean, I'm almost near the end of the book. So I don't want to show everything. But what I will say is the book is fun. The art is actually really nice. It's clean. It's like super clean, fun, definitely cartoony style, that really I could absolutely see this being turned into a cartoon too. I don't know what it is about Alterna and some of their all ages books, but these things all seem like they would be successful cartoons. I look at Psycho KO, I look at this, like, these things look like they could be super successful cartoons. And who knows, maybe they'll get a deal one day and a couple of these things will get turned into cartoons. I mean, tell me you couldn't see this on, like, you know, Nickelodeon or something, you know. I absolutely could definitely see something like that happening, you know, at some point. But yeah, the art's really nice, the colors really pop, everything's done really clean, really nice. It's a simple animation type style, a little more detailed than what you would see from animation, I would say, but definitely has a fun, unique style to it. You can look at it and you know that this is what this is. Like, you're gonna recognize this, you know, which is nice. I always like when something has kind of a signature style to it. And it's funny. There's nothing inappropriate in it. So if you have a kid who likes comics, or if you'd like to introduce comic books to your kids, I would certainly recommend Mr. Crypt. Absolutely, I would recommend it. And if you're not sure if your kid's going to be into comics or whatever, and, you know, instead of spending $10 to get the graphic novel, to get the whole thing, 99 cents, and you can get, in case you missed it, the reprint of Mr. Crypt, and let them read the first issue. And if they like it, then you can go out and get the rest, or whatever you decide you want to do. But I definitely think it's a worthwhile book to check out, and especially I think if you have kids, I think it'd be wonderful for kids. But even if you don't, honestly, it's a fun book. It's silly, it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's a quick read because it is very fun, and just, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, I think, to sound as cheesy as possible, it's great for children of all ages. You know, from what would be the best way to say it? From 1 to 100, you'll all enjoy it. Like, you know, that nonsense that they always love to put out there. But yeah, no, I agree. I think it is. I think it's a good book, and I think you definitely worth checking out. So that is my review of ICYMI, Mr. Crypt, #1 from Alterna Comics. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps to get more thumbs on the videos. I'd love to be able to say, hey, we're all thumbs. That was really bad, sorry. And if, you know, subscribe to the channel, Hit the bell for notifications so you won't miss anything. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at jm_creates. I definitely would say, you know, I've got more comic reviews coming. I've got more other content coming, and there's definitely some art stuff coming because I was hit with a serious inspiration for something I want to do, and I'd love to make a video about it, not just post it on like Twitter or Instagram, but really like make a full video about the whole deal. So I'm definitely gonna do that, and you'll see that soon. I just got to get my setup right for making drawing videos. So anyway, that's it. I will talk to you guys soon, and peace out.